Welcome, listeners, to the Unplug From Sugar Summit, where we are encouraging you to unplug from sugar. We are giving you the inspiration, the motivation, and the information to help you unplug from sugar for good. I believe that is one of the best things that we can do for our health. My name is Metz-Mändmets. I am your host. I'm a metaphysician and healthy lifestyle expert. And joining me today is Dr. Jacob Teitelbaum. He is one of the most frequently quoted integrative medical authorities in the world. He is the author of many books, including the best-selling book, From Fatigued to Fantastic, The Complete Guide to Beating Sugar Addiction, and Diabetes is Optional, as well as the creator of the popular free smartphone app called Cures A to Z. He is the lead author of 4 studies on effective treatment for fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, and a study on effective treatment for autism using NEAT, which is an allergy elimination technique. So that is all very interesting. Dr. Teitelbaum appears often as a guest on shows nationwide, including Good Morning America, The Dr. Oz Show, Oprah and Friends, CNN, and Fox News Health. So I am delighted to have him here on the show. Welcome, Dr. T.
Blythe, a pleasure being with you today. And we're going to teach people not just how to get off the sugar, but how to enjoy their pleasure while they're doing it. Because, for example, if you give up everything in the world you enjoy so you can be healthy and live long, why bother?
Right.
So chocolate, for example, is a health food. Pleasure is good for you. We're going to teach you how to get rid of the cravings, though, so you can enjoy the sugar in moderation in healthy ways and keep your pleasure while getting rid of the addictive component. And also, for those of you who have diabetes or metabolic syndrome, which would be high cholesterol, high blood pressure, those kind of things, that's optional. That used to be very, very rare, and you can make it go away. So we're going to go through all of that, whether you're just starting on the sugar slide or whether you're full-blown into it. We're going to teach you how to get your life back while having it stay fun.
While having it stay fun. Amen. That's such good news. It can stay fun. Good news. You can eat chocolate. That's good news. So in your book, thank you for that. In your book, The Complete Guide to Beating Sugar Addiction, you talk about 4 main types of sugar addiction. Would you go into a little bit of that with us?
Absolutely, because I remember early in my practice when I told people to cut out sugar and they'd go through withdrawal from hell. I used to tease that if I'm in a dark parking lot and I see your headlights coming at me during that 10 days of coming off sugar, I'm ducking for cover because it used to be nasty. But what we found is that if you get rid of what's driving the sugar cravings go away. And not just that, you feel so much better. So we're going to teach you about 4 types of sugar addiction and the simple symptoms so you can tell which one you have. And many of you are going to find that you have several of them. In fact, one of them can roller coaster into the next and snowball into it. But let's take a look at the most common one, which is just simply being fatigued. 31% of Americans have severe fatigue. The vast majority of Americans are just plain old tired. And people reach for sugar as an energy loan shark.
Yeah.
I like to think of these energy drinks, most of them as energy loan shark drinks, because they'll give you some energy, but then they take away twice as much. Right. So how do you get healthy energy? How do you put gas in the gas tank instead of cranking down on the gas pedal when you're running on fumes? And it's easy to do.
Great. How do you do it?
Well, the key to healthy energy is what we call the SHINE protocol, S-H-I-N-E. You optimize sleep, you optimize hormonal function, you address infections, nutritional support, and exercise as able. So for nutritional support, it's really pretty easy. Even though that's the N in SHINE, I'm going to start with that. Okay. Because there's a vitamin powder called the Energy Revitalization System vitamin powder. Okay. Has 50 of the key nutrients at optimal levels. And instead of taking a handful of pills, because it takes 35 to 50 pills, you just take one low-cost, good-tasting drink.
Nice.
And most people find that makes their energy skyrocket. Another thing is a nutrient that paradoxically and ironically is a sugar, but it's a healthy sugar made by our body. You can't find it in food. It's what our body makes as the backbone of energy production. You may have heard about energy molecules such as ATP or NADH. These are made of a natural sugar made by our body called ribose. And we've published 2 studies now showing that increases healthy energy by an average of 61% after 3 weeks. So my morning
Wow.
energy drink, and if you looked at my schedule, it's not uncommon. I've traveled sometimes over 100,000 miles in 3 months, being on the lecture circuit and the rest. Um,
Wow.
and in addition to treating people with fibromyalgia, often by phone from all over the world. I mean, so it's a busy life,
Yeah.
writing and the rest.
Right.
My morning energy drink, because I do 1 scoop of the Energy Revitalization System vitamin powder. I do a
Okay.
5-gram scoop of Shine Ribose, which you can find, both these you can find on Amazon, but you can find them at endfatigue.com. It's
Okay.
very easy. Just add water, stir with a fork. It'll be the best 30 seconds for energy that you'll have all day.
So where does the ribose come from? If our bodies naturally make it, where does it come from for the supplement?
Well, in the supplement, it's made off of corn.
Interesting.
So it's actually a natural process where you have the organisms that will make the ribose. It's the raw material. It's basically a byproduct of their living, as in because of also DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. So these are just made by and basically, and they're harvested that way.
Like a
So
fermentation type of situation on the corn. That's
yes,
interesting.
yes.
And 60% increase in energy. I mean, that's incredible. And it makes sense because you know what, when we really give our body what it needs, then it functions for us. I think we're probably have such a decrease in energy and are tired and fatigued because we're not getting that nutritional support that we need. It's so easy to not get, the 91 vitamins and minerals and amino acids we need every day, right?
And this has the energy revitalization system has all of that.
Wow.
It's just really easy, and
Yeah.
it's just makes it really simple for people. And this way you don't have to worry because the average American diet has lost 50% of its vitamins and minerals in food processing. It didn't have that much to begin with in terms of leeway. So we're seeing people being both obese and malnourished at the same time for the first time in human history.
Interesting. Right. Because they're filling up on calories that don't have any nutrition. Right.
Absolutely empty calories. So
Right.
that's a simple way to handle the N or N shine. Sleep.
Yeah.
Care to guess, Blythe, how many hours sleep the average American used to get until 140 years ago?
Until 140 years ago, I don't
Yep.
know, 12 hours sleep?
It was 9 hours a night average.
9 hours
We're
a
now
night.
down to 6 3/4. That's a 30% pay cut. What happened 140 years ago is Thomas Edison invented a light
The light
bulb.
bulb, right?
And
Right.
since then, with computers, Facebook, all the rest of it, TV, the whole thing, we're down to 6 3/4. That's a 30% pay cut. Now, one first thing to do is to make time for more sleep. And what most people do is they think, oh, I'm going to have to give up the things I enjoy. No, stop thinking that way. That's not how it works. What you do is make a list of the things you spend time on, make 2 columns, things that feel good, things that don't. And the things that don't feel good, go through them and see which ones will I be arrested or homeless if I don't do. Okay, so move those over to the other column. And the rest of the stuff, like watching the so-called evening news,
Yeah,
which is
not
really a fiction.
necessarily.
And I live in Hawaii, and they're making it sound on the news like the island is sinking into the sea with a volcano. No, it's beautiful. It's been flowing for 35,000 years. It's a gorgeous, beautiful thing.
Yeah,
And
it's nothing to be scared of, right?
no, and the truth of most of the stuff on the news, because I'm on the news a lot, and once in a while they even quote me correctly. I mean, um, and it's mostly nonsense. It's a dramatization
It
meant to
is.
scare you or put you at each other's throats so that they can sell advertising. So
Yes.
as long as it's enjoyable to watch it, watch it. But I know for me, it takes about 10 seconds till I'm grinding my teeth.
Yeah.
So as Mark Twain put it well, if you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. If you do watch the news, you're misinformed. So things haven't changed all that much. So just turn the thing off. Really, seriously. You want to watch, you want to see what's going on in the world, look out your window. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
much better informed that way. So
Mm-hmm.
get rid of those things, all those meetings you go to, the school meetings, all that stuff. Unless it really feels good to go, don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Cut all those things loose,
Mm-hmm.
and you take that time for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people find that they have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, especially when we have a sugar addiction. People tend to get the 2 a.m. in the middle of the night wake up call when their blood sugar drops. So A simple thing. There's some herbal mixes. My favorite is called the Revitalizing Sleep Formula. It's a mix of 6 herbs. There's another one called Terrific Z's.
Okay.
Terrific ZZZZ. They can be taken together. If you're going to use melatonin, I would get one that's a immediate and sustained release combination. There's an excellent one by Nature's Bounty. You can get it at Walgreens. It's called Dual Spectrum, or you can get it online at Amazon. You'll see them sold anywhere from $6 to $30 for the exact same bottle. Find the $6 one.
Hmm.
So these simple things can make a big difference. Also, if you wake up in the middle of the night, um, a couple of the other types of sugar addiction feed into that, but try just eating a hard-boiled egg or some meat and cheese before bedtime. Any protein snack, just an ounce is all it takes. It may help maintain your blood sugar through the night so you don't drop your blood sugar and wake up with nightmares and a sweat.
Interesting. Okay. Now, infection, the eye and shine. How does one know if they have infections?
Now, for the infection,
Oop, are you there? We cut out. Oops, we cut out. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh no. Okay, I might have to stop this. Let's see. Are we there? Are we there? I can't hear. I don't. You can hear me. Okay, yeah, I can't hear you. I'm going to end it and start it, and we'll start on infection. Okay.